Sergio Studios. Extra.
Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Sergio Dominguez with another art look through. Okay, now with this one, I don't have any paper artwork, but I have three-dimensional artwork from the show that is, stop motion and other three-dimensional related artwork. So let's take a look. All right, first things first, we're gonna look at these. These are Sergio stop motion puppets. I made these like 5, maybe 6 years ago. Yeah, about 5 years ago. I think it's because I've been watching a couple of... Yeah, at the time I was watching a lot of tutorials on how to make a stop motion puppet. And how a lot of it is the same with wires and then fill it up with some material, then fabricate it either with clay or foam and hot glue it together. So I've been watching a bunch of those at the time. And I decided to make not only one but multiple. Because the first one is this one. The first version I did was really bad and I held it off. But then I gave it another chance and I took the original one and just completely changed it into this one. Which looks really good. But I was like, oh, let me do better. And I have a lot more material. So I made another one and another one. And I actually made, I think, about 7 of these. And it took about 6 to 8 hours each to complete. But yeah, these look good. I think this one was used for the stop motion special, but these two are the only ones that were not used for stop motion special yet. And I have a couple more Sergio puppets I'm going to show that were used also in the stop motion special. But, I think this is the first one. I don't remember, but this was a screen used. These weren't officially used yet. Yeah. But these were fun to make. A lot of hot glue and foam and sewing, which I don't usually do, but yeah, actually, really good. Let me explain this. The reason why these don't have mouths and why this is a sticker mouth is because originally I was going to do sticker mouths and replace, when I do the stop motion animation, I would switch with mouths, sticker mouths, but by the middle of the second one and every other stop motion special afterwards, it would be digitally put on. So I would put it in post because it was a lot easier than stickers. So I can just focus on the character movement first and then the mouth movements later in post. So I found out it was a lot easier. I also want to mention this little guy. This is a Sergio Funko Pop that I made. Wanted to make, just bought a blank one for fun and just made this. It did have a part in an episode, a budget cutback episode, where, yeah, one of the Sergio's, I don't know which one, but one of them was used as a puppet by itself for a budget cutback episode. 2, I forgot to mention, yeah. So one of these puppets were used for a budget cutback episode, where it was just me holding it and going like, oh, no, and doing all that stuff, because it is easier to hold this. And there's also an upcoming episode where this kind of figure comes back. So, yeah, that's what's going on. So this had a small appearance in a budget cutback episode, and one of the puppets also appeared in, a bottle episode. Another thing to mention is this. Yes, this. Now, I don't know when this video will come out, but this is a paper Sergio, and it's for an upcoming bottle episode. It's either going to come out or will come out. I don't know when this will come out, but this thing has its own episode, and I just want to show it to you. It was surprisingly fun to make an episode out of just a Sergio on a paper. But if you saw it, you like it. If not, look forward to it. It was fun. It was fun to make. Another paper like Sergio, and it's this one. Oh yes, this is paper cutout Sergio right here. Hi. Now, I've mentioned this a couple of times. The animation I used to make the show is digital puppet keyframe animation, which is pretty much the digital version of this. One drawing, cut into pieces, given its own peg, and I would just animate it along. But the computer would do the in-between movements. The software computer would do the in-between movements. But I wanted to do one that was stop motion, so I wanted to go back to its original roots and have a original paper cutout episode where instead of computer, it's done with paper and stop motion. the old-fashioned way from over a century ago. So yeah, even though this is made of paper, I still want it to look kind of advanced because when you do these kinds of puppets, obviously the ends of the fasteners would pop out. But I did it in a way where I put the fasteners here and the little nubs part of, that little round part of the fasteners were hiding here. So these little bright fasteners won't get in the way, or when I put light onto this, it won't reflect because these are shiny, of course. Now, another detail I want to mention to make it kind of advanced is the face. Now, this is all done in paper. I try to get the most solid hard paper so it wouldn't bend like this. I try to find, I think this is Bristol paper. But yeah, I think this is Bristol paper and marker. But for the face, because I do want the pupils to move and maybe I want to add a mouth or not. For the pupils to move without losing the pupils, because sometimes animating pupils is difficult, what I would do is I took like clear tape, like just smoothly put it over the face, and the eyes and mouth are just whiteboard markers. I don't want to touch these because I don't want to get erased, but yeah, so it's like a face whiteboard, and the eyes are like little whiteboards, and the pupils are yeah, whiteboard with a dry erase marker. So if I want to move the eyes left and right, I can do that. I might have to cheat and just do lines for it to blink or anything. So it won't show the skin of the eyes, but it is a clever way to do it. So I don't lose any eye pieces. I just draw it on with a dry erase marker. So that was a clever idea that I had. All right. I got a bunch of stop motion materials to show you. All in this baggie. There we go. What I got is, this is stuff from StopMotion Cheeseburger. It's been brought up on the show a couple of times. It is canon that this place exists in the Sergio Studios universe. Now this is paper like from a cheeseburger wrapper. This paper that just is a paper. These are patties. When I made these very quick and last minute. But I had the materials to do it, so I was just putting things together. So there's like two different sets of patties. These made out of foam and felt. This one made out of a little bit of felt and foam. And these buns. I made this all real quick. I didn't have that much time. But I liked how I made it together quickly. French fries out of foam and cardboard and marker. These are bits made out of foam and felt. Bacon, cheese, lettuce. This material. What is this one? Does this say new? Yep. I did a trick. I think a lot of people knew the trick, but I wanted to do a reverse effect where I just have it appear with the words. Yep, it's back. And just animate it crumbling itself and then reverse it. So it would look like it was like going pop, new. But I did it backwards and then just replay it. Stop motion cheeseburger from fast food stop motion. It was difficult to animate because it was fun yet difficult because it was hard to have them stick, but there was no real obviously character parts to it, so I just had to move it around. But it was fun just crafting these in just seconds. It was fun. All right, these. Well, I said no paper art. This is paper art, but this is not for, drawn animation. This is for stop motion. So I like showing you all these stop motion related art that I have. Now, these is from this episode. Cutout Sergio. And I just wanted to try the stop motion software I just bought. Well, it's an editing software, Pinnacle Studio. It's a editing software with some effects. And it so happens that it could do stop motion because I needed stop motion software first and foremost, like good stop motion software with the essential tools for it. And I finally got it back in late 2019, August 2019. So it's like, let me do a couple episodes with this thing, with a couple of stop motion specials and this episode with cutouts. So I just improvised the whole thing. I was like, yay, I'm stop motion. Let me do these things. And I was drawing, cutting these out, and just like going, frame, my frame moving, frame. But it was fun. This one was weird. But that was what I was going for that episode. Just playing with the software that I have, and just doing some ideas, fun ideas, and just doing it quick. Top hat. So I hope you enjoyed it for like the concept of it. Little cane. Yep. Yeah, with these, yeah, use construction paper, scrap paper, and just had a fun like couple days with it. Yeah, it was like a day or two. Just animating like a crazy person, like I always do. Toon City buildings and all that stuff. I'm not ending the episode now, but have an anime day. I still got a couple more three-dimensional art. This one is actually not from a stop-motion special, but a bottle episode. So we'll get to that soon. Remember this guy? Oh, hold on. This guy? Yes, this is Puppet Sergio, Sock Puppet Sergio, of course. Now, I want to do something puppet related, that is like hand puppet. And I was like, okay, let me do a bottle episode where I'm a sock puppet. And I had these socks that I don't use anymore that's blue. And I obviously have, crafting material, so I just put this baby together also real quick. Foam, felt, googly eyes, marker. That's it, but I think the hardest part was the hair, to make it look like my cartoon hair three-dimensionally on a sock puppet, and the way I was going to position my hand. And I was doing this while my hand was on, try to avoid those burns, but still, those glue gun burns, but still try to make it look like readable. And it looked nice when I was putting it together, but when I got to recording the bottle episode, it came out like a big mess, but it still was fun. So, what are you looking at? Me? Oh, yeah. Good thing I avoided googly eyes on the puppet, stop motion puppets, because it wouldn't work. And it's a little bit noisy, but it works on this one. No! I have an animated day. You know what I'm trying to do. But yeah, this one's cute. Alright, we're on for the last part, and that is the stop motion special. Alright. This is a puppet of my little sister Marilyn from a long time ago, made very cheaply, and it was never actually part of the show. I just did it for her at the time. So I just want to get that out of the way. But, first things first. The very first one, this is like a decade old, over a decade old. This is like 11 years old, but this is the first Sergio puppet for stop motion, for the first stop motion special, the Sergio show, if you can believe it. But yeah, what I said in the episode, I'll say here now. This is made out of, Bristol paper and just wires that my high school teacher gave me. This is made out of, clay and tape. Yeah, this was so primitive. I even tried to use that concept of marker eyes here. So it'll be like, if I move it, just slide it a little bit here and here. And I tried magnets, because there's a magnet here, but it didn't work. So it would be like this, looking to the left, looking to the right, center. Yeah, and I'll show you the sticker mouse soon. But yeah, look how run down this was. And I only used one. This thing survived. And the first stop motion special took 4 months to make. So this thing is a workhorse. But I wouldn't use it for the second one. But yeah, this was 2009. I put this together. There's a cameo of me in the episode. Just me suffering. But yeah. Wow, I was amazed that I did this. And now I'm like, wow. We've come a long way. Look at that. Yeah, it's missing a hand. And yeah, the hand would move. I gave these articulate fingers. Look at the like near decade difference. But it was fun. It was fun at the time, still is, and I'm glad I got to hold on to this. The original sets of the first two stop motion specials, the Sergio Show stop motion, sets of 1 and 2, they're gone. Unfortunately, while I was moving, I could not bring them with me. Especially the first one, it was so run down. So before I threw them away, I did take like the best pictures I could before I threw them away. Just in case if I do miss them, I can just rebuild them. Especially the first one was very simple. The second one took a long time. Took a while. Like a nice day, but it took a while. But I ended up just rebuilding the set for the last 3 specials. So this is the second one. I still use the same method, but it was a lot better. Yeah, still the same method. I still had some wires and stuff and tape, but yeah. I still would improve. Look at that. I still use paper and tape, but yeah, it still came out well. You can see I worn down this paper while I was moving the arms, which is a recurring thing because I do animate the arms a lot, talk with my hands a lot, and all that stuff, as you can see. And that's like a sticker, Happy Mouth. I even tried to make the glasses separate, apparently. Still very flat, but yeah. There he is. For the second stop motion special. Alright, here's some more classic things, and it is here. Not this. Oh, wait. Yes, here. Now this is the mouse, sticker mouse for the first stop motion special. Yeah, just a couple of them. If you can see it. Happy mouse. Sad mouse. In the back of them, there would be a letter on it, so I wouldn't get confused. And that really was the first special that I just did only sticker mouse. It wouldn't be until the second special I would be stop in the middle of it. So there. And these are also sticker mouse for the second special. Like I said before, I would change my mind, but I want to give sticker mouse a little bit of a shot. But it was just easier to just focus on the character movements in stop motion and then add mouths in post. Even the eyelids too. I was like, the eyelids. I'll do that in post too. So that worked. The digital mouths have actually been used in stop motion productions before for other things, but for TV shows. But here in this case, I was like, oh, I gotta stop. It's too much to focus on. But this is very nice. Very good. Let's see. I have more props, but let me just finish this prop bag. The stop motion monster bomb. Yeah, this was done quick on a cardboard, and that's it. Cardboard and tape. All right, I got a couple more Sergios. I've only done 5, but I'm recalling now. I thought I did 7, but apparently I did 5. I'm so sorry. So I have to take that back because I got only 2 left. So I got 3, 4, 5. Probably included these 2 as 7. But here. So this is the stop motion Sergio for the 3rd special. Maybe I used it for the 4th special. I don't know, but yeah, this was used for stop motion special 3. Stop motion Sergio. Now this is in good shape except for the arm. Let me shake this a little bit. Now I don't know if you notice, but or you can feel it, but this arm now is flimsy, very, very flimsy and loose. Yeah, it's only. Ooh, yeah, the arm broke. It's only hanging by a literal thread of wire. Apparently, when I was done animating this Sergio in that episode, the 3rd stop motion special, the arm got really loose, and yeah, it's only like hanging by a wire. So I gotta be careful with this one. But yeah, this was for the 3rd special, only the 3rd special, because by the end of production, this arm just very loose. Gotta be careful with that one. Okay, this one was used for the 5th stop motion special. Yeah, so for the 5th one, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do one made out of clay, and I just want this character to already have like a weapon to destroy it. So this one already was strapped onto this thing and just ready to fight. So I was like, let me just glue this onto him. A rubber band. This is like a toilet paper roll with some gray tape and a sticker and that wire with a foam coating with it. And it looks cute. It actually looks well done. And it came out great put together. I didn't expect it to be that nice and convincing. Yeah, but this one was good. This one was very well done. Pew pew pew! This is cute. This one was cute. So let me just line these 3 Sergios up. Toot, 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 toot. Adorable, right? Oh, how we've come a long way. All right, got them in. Let me just one more time. Yep. 2009, 2012, 2015, 2016. Yeah, I made these a while ago. But yeah, they've gone obviously taller. I actually used hot glue instead of tape, foam, and felt. And it looks well done. It looks like a little toy. Very cute. Very good. Alright, now I'm going to show you the last couple of stop motion Sergio props. Now what you're seeing here are the bookshelves for the current model of the Sergio Show set stop motion. So here's the thing. I want to do a couple more Sergio Show stop motion specials. And when I did, I was like, I gotta redesign the set. Redesign and rebuild the set. So there was a good time in 2018 where I did that. And I made the set again with foam boards and cardboard and still with some paper, but not too much. And this is what you see now, these pieces. The back set, I don't have it with me. I do have it with me. The back set, it's hiding in the closet, but I don't think I can show it to you properly through this camera. Or not, yes, through this. The Sergio Show desk. The Sergio Show couch. Yeah, this is all foam board. Dead marker. Pretty simple. The Sergio Show chair. Yes, this design was important. This little detail was important. Alright, also I like this one because this one you can actually turn it around. I think you can notice that in the special. Like a little animation desk. Even the paper can flip on paper. So this is cute. This is nice. And the Sergio Show shelf clock. I did have to look at my own pictures for reference, how I set it up. Yeah, these were hot glued on. So it's sharpener, clock, stapled. This. Very cute. All of it can say it's cute and charming. Obviously, stop motion has a charm to it because not only it looks real, it feels real, but even though it's shown very big, it's tiny. It's all tiny, handcrafted miniatures. That's supposed to play off big, life size, larger than life, even though it's built small and shot in a way where they're their own realistic size. So, yeah. But all of you know that about the charm of wonders of stop motion animation. And some 3-dimensional things I did. 3-dimensional recordings I did. So, yeah. I do want to take this moment to show you 2 more pieces of artwork that I couldn't show you at, this angle. Top down. So, one of them is this. Now, this is the backdrop of the current stop motion specials of the Sergio Show. Managed to get out of the closet. And yeah, I made this back in like late 2018, and it was, the backdrop for the 3rd special on Onward. Yep, made out of foam board and construction paper. and some drawing in Bristol paper for the buildings. Now, I wanted to improve since last time, and hopefully I did. This is electrical tape. Now, these green pieces of tape here, they represent as straps for when I have to set it up three-dimensionally. Because when I did the set, I did the backdrop, and I would get two other foam boards, put them next to each other, and use this to hold on to. Like, I would get clamps, put these against the other foam boards, and clamp them on so it could stay, still. Without really taping it, just using these as, something to hold on to, using the clamps to the other walls. Now, when I was designing this, I also made a platform, a floor, but last year it got destroyed on purpose because of the recent stop-motion special where this clay monster was taking over, and all that clay got stuck to that floor that I made. So when I ended production on that, I threw that away. So that's why. So here's front, here's back. This is really good. This is a really nice one. This one lasted. Nice. All right, now I'm going to show the next one. This baby! The stop motion monster. Oh yeah, so this is the stop motion monster for the third stop motion special, the Sergio show. It had a backstory where it was going to be more incomplete, but I changed the backstory during production where it was more amateurish. So that's why it looks so sloppy and sloppily put together. But yeah, this is made out of a lot of materials. Foam board, foam, craft foam, wires, and straws, and this hose that I found, and this pump out. Yeah, I'll explain that. So, yeah, and there was some paint here, marker. Gosh, no one calls me. No one calls me, and then this happens. Okay. All right. Let's start all over again. Yeah, so this is the stop motion monster for the third Sergio Show stop motion special. As you can see, it's sloppily put together, but that was intentional. Originally, it was going to be more like an incomplete professional artwork, but then I changed it to more amateurish incomplete stop motion monster. And yeah, it's made out of a lot of different things. Foam board, craft foam, wires, foam matting, and straws. This hose that I found, this pump I'll explain later, and a couple other materials, like there's paint on the floor, the base here, and markers, and the eyes. Some things I got from a dollar store, like these little lights. So when you turn it on, lights up the eyes, which you would see in the episode. All right. Yeah, this one isn't working anymore. That's fine. So that's why the eyes light up in the special. Look nice. Look really nice. So yeah. Now, it was quickly put together, but I did want to put more emphasis on the mouths and the tentacle arms, because that was going to have the most movement and most articulation, while everything else doesn't need to really move. Now, there was a lot of wires I put in so it can move properly, the arms. Tentacle arms and mouth. That's where most of the work came in from. Now, let me explain this. The hose and this pump. So I want to still have some level of life to it, other than just eyes and mouth and arms. And so with this hose, I connected this hose to this pump, and this pump to the hose, and ultimately to this balloon. And what I would do is that I would pump this. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but there was a point where it kind of worked, where through the pump and the hose and the balloon, it would inflate this. Well, not anymore. Well, it would inflate this, and it would have this, extra level of like life to it, functioning body part where it's supposed to be like a heart or some kind of gut. I don't know what it really is, but I wanted to have something extra. So you will see shots of this thing pumping. Well, not anymore, but yeah, during animation. But it would be crudely done. So this extra tape here is the another way to rig the mouth, where it would just be like some shots were just up and down. Always depends on the shot and what I wanted from it. And there you go. I like it. It was a big fun thing to work on, and for a nice little episode for the 15th season. It was fun. It was ultimately fun trying to get back into stop motion and doing some more fun stop motion things with more resources than I ever had before, and doing it in a faster time than I ever did. This episode took 4 days, the third one, while the first two took 4 months each. And it really came a long way from both technology, resources, and experience, and learning from it, So that's what I want to bring in this little moment where I brought these much larger props to the art look through of the Sergio show. Alright, now's a good time to end this art look through. I had a fun time looking at the three-dimensional art of the Sergio show and the stop motion specials and a couple other things too. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Any questions, comments down below. And again, thank you very much for watching. I am Sergio Dominguez, saying, have an animated day.